What is the deal? Okay. Who we got? Pimpin' Mexican. Okay. Let's start off with Pack versus Duran. Pack. Oh, the Eagles won? I don't even watch football. So the Eagles won? Okay, good. And if I'm not mistaken, they were supposed to lose, right? The Kansas City was favored. I only know one dude from Kansas City. Don't really know him that well. Never met him in real life. Eagles dominated. Okay. And that was not supposed to happen, right? That was a little unexpected, right? If I'm not mistaken. 14-40. All right. Well, fuck football. So it's over. So that's good. So let's see how many people come up in this bitch now. Fuck football. Let's do this right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm waiting for more people to come in. I know the alert went out because I got it. So might be we might be light. We might be light tonight, guys. This is no good. It's fine. This is why I hate Super Bowl. What's up, Rico? What you doing, Rico? What you doing in Oregon, sucker? What's up, sucker? You scared, sucker? Is that all you got, sucker? That's what Ali would say to people. Man, so I did 11 rounds today. Hard rounds. Those of you who follow me saw my video I put out. My last round, I was just going off. Then I had to go and shovel the fucking driveway. Well, not just a portion of it. My son did the rest of it. But I had to do the driveway. The hard part. Using muscles. I'm born and raised in New York City. I don't shovel snow. This is like one of the few times I've ever done it. So I'm gonna be all sore tomorrow probably. Then I had to take all the snow off the fucking car. You had all this snow compiled on the car. That was a job in itself. I'm not into it. What up, Cortez? What's up? What's up? Welcome. What up, Eddie? Eddie Alvarez. There's my man. There's the other Eddie. Hi. Word. You must be very happy, Kalia. You must be. I don't know if you're a football fan, but you must be very happy. Being, Philly won. Said you did stand up, right? A little bit. Two thugs walk into a bar, only one walk out. There's a priest and a rabbi in a rowboat. That's how all the old Jewish jokes start. Good day. We could talk about Errol Spients. What's up? All right, good. I'm glad you're happy. You didn't put out one of those videos doing that fucking goofy-ass Gilly dance routine, did you? Gilly has this whole dance sequence to Weird. It's either to Too Short, which is a fucking Bay Area rapper, or to Candy. It's like, Candy, I can feel it in your tongue. I think that's Cameo. Kendrick Lamar killed. Oh, right. I heard about that. I read the scriptures of Jehovah, then I hit the reflex bag 15 minutes in my backyard. 15 minutes? 5 rounds? Rico, I do double that, and I'm double your age. Come on, Rico, step it up. And I do a heavy bag. Reflex bag is for wussies. What's a reflex bag? Is that the double end? You call the double end the reflex? I don't know what the fuck a reflex bag means. They call in for you to fight Ness at a catch weight. Who's calling for me to fight Ness? Where I live at, there was so many gunshots. What? Because they won? Like in celebration? Like pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Like that? I remember Philadelphia is a great city for boxing. It's getting destroyed. So wait a second. These fucking guys win and they're destroying the city? It's not celebratory? I mean, That's what the fucking Bulls used to do. Ah, my rib hurts. That's what the Bulls used to do. Remember that? The Bulls, the Chicago, the ghetto parts at least, would go fucking wild when the Bulls would win. That's some like, man, I wish our hoods would get out of that practice, man. My hood was like that too. What you look for any reason to while out. You know what I'm saying? Something bad happens, George Floyd or whatever, while out. Okay, that's at least a little understandable. It spurs hate, anger, inequality. But then something positive happens, something fun happens, and you still while out? That's just a lot of misguided people with anger. And, like I was one of them growing up in the hood, and when you're young and you don't really know why you're angry. That's why I went to a boxing gym, but you're always angry. So you just look for reasons to while out. That's terrible to hear. That sucks. Sorry about that. Shorty Asian, I don't want to reflex. No, you can kiss my ass, Rico. Just tell me what it is, and then we'll figure it out. It sounds familiar, but I know we didn't call it that. Reflex bag. Oh, wait, that's not supposed to be the Cobra. The Cobra reflex, right? I have one right here. Rico, watch this. Watch this. I have one right there. Right there. Then, of course, my two heavy bags. So I do know what a reflex bag is. I call it, for whatever reason, the Cobra reflex. So I do know what it is. So don't call me old. That's how Philly rolls. Where are you from, Michael? Or so they bust their pass game, guns, or win or lose. Okay. Yeah, it's so bad out right now. Why don't you call in and you don't even have to talk. Just fucking put the phone to the gunshots. I want to hear. You don't even have to say anything if you're uncomfortable. Damn, you want a G? How the fuck do you have a G to bet? You're 15. Marco, have you ever been KO'd? Never. Only been down. Only got rocked really bad once, even, and I was 15. Never even been down or rocked bad since only the one time. Never. I was way too defensive minded. Fuck that shit. I survived way worse shit in Hell's Kitchen than getting knocked. So I'm not letting somebody knock me the fuck. That's not happening. Says reflex bag as well. I know. I just showed it to you, Rico. What's good, brains? Nah, this shit's dope. I love Philly. I think it's one of the greatest places to live. There's about to be a but after this. She's about to write in capitals, but they're wild. Damn. So they're bugging out? I'll be honest. No disrespect to you, Kalia, and you know this because I talked about this when I went out to go do the Shane Mosley fight at Philly. Philly's a fucking shithole. Like, even the part that I guess isn't quote-unquote ghetto or whatever, it looked like shit. Everything's all run down. Everything's back when the settlers first moved, and everything's built from like the 1700s when the settlers first got here. And it's just all like, it's the bones and the shell of all the 1700 buildings are still there. Maybe a paint job with the paint chipping off. It's a shithole. Now, granted, I didn't go through. I went to a part that didn't look, like I said, it didn't look like worn down or ghetto or anything, but it was still a shithole. I don't know, man. They need to upgrade their shit. But maybe there's nice parts I just don't know about. I'm faster than you, Rico. I bet you I'm faster than you. And I'm fucking twice your age. Me and my brother bet against each other 100. How are you guys getting $5 at 15? How old's your brother? I went one time. I know. I only went a couple times, and I went last month or 2 months ago for the first time in a long time. South Philly's character. That sounds like translation ghetto. It was raggedy as fuck. Yeah, it is I couldn't believe how shitty it was when I went now. And it's also just visually fucking ugly. Like, forget about it. Like, even if it's not beat up, the parts that aren't beat up, because not all of it's beat up. Everybody has a ghetto in the city. It's just ugly. Trees are just trying to retreat back into the ground. They're like, fuck this shit. They're crawling back in. The leaves are like, I'm out. And they just jump off. They parachute off the fucking tree early. It was like summer in the tree. The leaves were dying. Like, fuck this shit. My brother is 25. I told you, Marco. I don't remember that shit. Publix. What's Publix again? God damn it. I know I've been to one. Publix. It's like a, I'm gonna look it up now. It's like a 7-Eleven kind of place. Supermarket, right. Okay. Damn, why's your brother 10 years older? Is he your full brother or half? It's a big difference. She knows. I'm hardly human. I believe that. No, I've seen you box, Rico. You're good. Your problem is up here. Which, by the way, I'm not even trying to play you. That was my problem too. But the difference between you and me is when I knew I wasn't in the right setting up here, I wouldn't go in. You seem like you still going. I know. Like I'm like, I don't even make now look, if I made a plan to spar or if I have a fight, yeah, I'm gonna go in. But I don't I used to step away for months at a time when I wasn't in the right mind frame. And weirdly enough, I found out, Rico, and you might find this out too as you get older, the right mind frame is actually being in a calm, balanced, positive mind frame. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Fighting is for dysfunction, is for anger, is for frustration, is for people who are lost. That's what fighting's for. And no human always feels, well, very few, always feel frustrated, angry, lost. That's why, look at Wilder. That motherfucker got his shit together, got it when you get older, when you start going in your 30s, late 30s. Look what happened. Just saying. Marco said, F the Super Bowl. I'm talking, fuck the Super Bowl. Okay. Man, I didn't even know who won until you guys just told me. And I wouldn't have given a fuck. Philly is charming, coming from East Oakland native. Why the fuck do they play your East Oakland Boy Too Short song as their theme song? Well, what's Gilly doing? Yes, he is my half brother. Okay, that makes sense. Canelo fight next. It's, May 3rd, I believe. At least opponent was blacker than Crawford. My last opponent was blacker than Crawford. Well, Rico.
Oh, that's racist.
Did you see the picture of Benavidez? I know, I saw it, and I left a comment. I go, did you on the one? Benavidez went on Jake Paul's podcast, so I go, did you guys talk about possibly fighting on the podcast? And I go, by that I mean, did Jake Paul admit he wants to go nowhere near you because you'll crush him like Godzilla? I thought that was cute. What's up? Yo, did you guys see the video I dropped today? Shane Mosley versus Margarito? Peep it. I'll play it if you guys want to see it. You need to have streams dedicated to helping us boxing fans find dates. Dates? You're a single man, Rich? You're a single man? Did you catch Tone's last stream? Tone mentioned Ness bullied you back in high school in Jersey. Well, obviously he's joking. Nah, I didn't see that. Obviously he was doing it in plight because, wait, plight's not the right word, is it? In jest. Plight is like beef, right? Plight, dangerous, difficult, yeah. Because I wouldn't have, I didn't grow up in Jersey and I would never go to Jersey because Jersey is for steers and queers. You know what I'm saying? Steers and queers. And I don't see no horse with nests, so you put it together. It's them silk pajamas, like Hagler said. Word up. Play it. All right. Oh, you divorced? Damn, she dumped you. You dumped her. What happened? What happened? Was it mutual? And don't say it's mutual when it wasn't, and you got dumped. You just want to make it seem. Let's be honest here. Was it mutual? Was it you? Was it her? All right, I'll play the video. I'll play the video, you motherfuckers. Gotta find it first, though. Okay. Mosley Margarito. Here it is. No. You know what's weird? I put this shit in, and then when I search it in my Finder window, it doesn't always come up. Fucking annoying. Here we go. Here it is. I'm going to play it right now. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you fucking like it. Just literally recorded it today, released it today. Here we go. Let's work. Let me just take this off. All right, here we go.
When karma brutally unfolds in the boxing ring. 2009, Shane Mosley jumps on Antonio Margarito, flashing his legendary hand speed. Shane masterfully pops in and out like a gopher, tapping Margarito up like a maple tree before disappearing in a cloud of smoke like Gandalf. Mosley uses his sonar to maintain perfect range like he's a dolphin, while countering the charging Mexican native from a safe distance. Shane also employs Pentagon-level defense, using sharp footwork and head movement, making him more elusive than Bigfoot. The Pomona native then starts repeatedly landing his right hand, finding more homes for it than an agent at Corcoran. Sugar Shane then shifts his paws into warp speed, spray painting Margarito's mug like he's Banksy, unleashing blinding combinations that look like somebody's holding down the fast forward button. Mosley's counter right is his bread and butter, as he continuously slips Margarito's jab and repeatedly lands that counter right hand over and over again like it's Groundhog Day. By round 3, Shane is now connecting at will like he works for AT&T, blasting Antonio with a potpourri of cinder blocks to the breadbasket and cabbage, continuing to mercilessly beat Antonio like he found him on the NSOPW registry. The California native's right hand arrives to its destination every time like it's using Google Maps. Shockingly, right before the fight, officials discovered Antonio's hand wraps were laced with plaster. Margarito was forced to rewrap legally, but Shane used the attempted cheating to motivate him. Mosley makes Antonio pay worse than Michael Jordan reacting to Byron Russell's trash talk in '98, as he relentlessly batters Antonio like a chicken finger and mopping him all over the ring like he's a janitor, proving without a shadow of a doubt that Margarito's gloves could have been loaded with C4 and Thor's hammer, and it still wouldn't have made a difference. In round 8, Shane steps on the gas, delivering more bricks than Nino Brown, landing a barrage that face plants Antonio like he stepped in a Times Square pothole. Margarito manages to get up, but is saved by the bell like Mario Lopez. In the next round, Shane pins the battered Tijuana native on the ropes and delivers a sizzling original recipe 7-piece with extra napkins and a side of coleslaw, which crumbles Margarito to the floor as the ref stops the fight.
All right, there it is. There it is, people. What'd you think? What'd you think? So I saw Ghetto. He was born in California, but if you've ever heard him talk, the motherfucker didn't speak a word of English. He moved at the age of 2 to Tijuana. So while he's born in America and probably a citizen, the motherfucker's Mexican. Like, you grew up there, both your parents are full-blooded Mexican, and you grew up there, you're fucking Mexican. But you have U.S. citizenship, so I guess it's a, whatchamacallit, Two-Tone said, next use your lunch money to your loafers high school. I assume he was saying, because I'm cool with Tone. I doubt he's talking shitty about me. I assume he was just joking. I assume. You don't know. What don't you know? Was that short done? It was. It was done today. Why are you getting mad, Alberto? What's happening? Yeah, no, I mean, oh, right. So Alberta, you're upset because you're Mexican, Margarito's Mexican, you're a Margarito fan. Look, that's one of the few things. I'm a big proponent of giving one strike for boxers who fail PEDs, who make mistakes. As long as the mistake is something that could possibly have been unintentional or out of ignorance. But something like that, there's no reason they should have found plaster of Paris elements in your hand wraps. There's just no reason. Hand wraps are just pure gauze and tape. It doesn't open factories like, oops, let me put some plaster powder in this. That's bullshit. Andy Ruiz versus Butterbean. Andy Ruiz will destroy Butterbean. Come on. Marco, when I get to school tomorrow, a lot of my friends owe me money. Good. If they don't give you, you got to collect. Didn't he blame his train? Yes. And I remember, who was it? Pacquiao was like, yeah, okay. He's just sitting there like this, like, oh, I don't see anything. Just wrap it. I don't see. He's like, of course he knew. And look, it's possible. Very unlikely, but it's possible. Possible the trainer was just on some like, but also you're going to feel. If I would feel the difference. Swifties lost. Is that who you call the Kansas City, I suppose? I don't follow football, so. Yeah. Crazy. Do you guys like the video? I'm thinking of doing a video about. So I released my Tyson versus Douglas video, right? Biggest upset in sports history. And you'd be surprised the amount of Mike Tyson should have won that fight. That was a long count. Bleh. Yeah, King Julian. I didn't know they were called Swifties. You'd be surprised how many people talked about the long count. I'm thinking of making a video debunking that whole thing. Not that it was a long count, because it was. But Tyson got an even longer count, which he still couldn't beat. So right there, that shows, boom. Second, Douglas was clearly at I believe at three, he bangs his glove on the canvas, looks up at the ref, and is clearly coherent and fine. Now, the one thing about it, though, he gets up barely at 9, but he waits. He waits till 8 to start getting up 8, 9, and then right before 10, he's up. But he was clearly fine. So I want to make a video because, and state, I'm from New York City, born and raised. I loved Mike. He got me into boxing. I cried when he lost. I have no reason to make this video besides tell the truth and stop the favoritism bias. It has to stop. Be balanced. The motherfucker was the greatest, but that night he wasn't. And the truth is, from that night on, his prime was gone. Buster took Mike Tyson's prime and fucking nailed the 3-pointer right in the garbage with it that night. Yes, Kansas City Swifties. Good video. Thank you, Eddie. At least somebody compliments it. You guys act like I didn't even play it. No, that was what we call Taylor Swift. Oh, right, because her man is one of the football players, right? Do a video on Chris Colbert getting... Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I feel bad. It's not even an exciting video. He just gets the shit kicked out of him. And I feel like he's young, and I actually feel bad for Chris. That motherfucker was one of the most talented fighters in boxing. One of the most experienced, decorated amateur. And remember what we were talking about before? Rico, if you're still in here, he just didn't have it. Doesn't have it. Corrales versus Castillo, make a video. Come on, King Julian. That's my favorite fight of all time. I've made numerous videos. I wish there was a way I could put a database where people could search my videos. Maybe I should do that and charge a Patreon for it. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in something and charge a Patreon. And to be a member, you go in and you could search all my videos because I have so many. I'm going to do that. Fuck that. I don't know how many will sign up, but fuck it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It doesn't cost me anything. And it's so people can go in almost like an encyclopedia. Oh, I want to see Antonio Margarito. Let me look up his name. I'll have it by name. Good idea. It's going to take me a fucking while to upload all that, but fuck it. You remember? And I hope they let me do it because I am using videos of other people's content, like it would be HBO and all that. Hopefully they wouldn't have a problem with it, but unless I want to do it on YouTube, right? Only members can see it, and then they can search it. I got to figure out how to do this. Anybody give some ideas? Do I just do a separate Patreon website? I should probably connect it to YouTube. That's what I should do. Chris Colbert need to get a CDL. What's CDL? God, you fucking acronyms. What's up? Vlogs, I already said hello to you, but back when fights had titles, word. Marco, if you're going back to basketball, you need to do a Rondo versus Jake Paul Lakers versus Rockets. What, they fought each other? I want to do the Palace, or there's another one I was going to do. I want to do Chris Child snuffing Kobe, but Kobe's passed, and I'm not doing that. You ever made a vid about James Scott fighting Rahaway State? I don't even know who that is. Was it good, Michael? I will once I get on live. You can't put it behind a paywall. That wouldn't fare well. That wouldn't fall under fair use if you monetize it. That's bullshit because I'm monetizing all the videos I have now. So what are you talking about? Literally all of these are getting monetized. So what's the difference? I just feel like, yeah, I got to put on YouTube because I got to do it on YouTube. Did you ever watch Tommy Hearns live? Yeah. I watched him fight Sugar Ray Leonard the second time, excuse me. Truckers, that's fucked up, Alberto. That's rude. Marco, you drunk or what? I wish. That's funny. Marco Notch. Yo, Two-Tone, if you're watching this, I heard you were talking shit about me, trying to clown me. It's fucked up. I thought we don't do that. What's going on? I mean, depends how you said it. You might have, you don't strike me as the kind of dude to talk shit. So, but that's what they're telling me here. But you definitely joking because you know damn well I ain't grow up in no goddamn Jersey. I am not a fucking peasant. I am a sophisticated Manhattanite, not a damn ratchet Jerseyan, or whatever you call them. How much do you make if you don't mind? How much do I make? I'm not telling you how much I make, but what the fuck are you talking about? Nah, I'm not telling. Well, no. First of all, it's not a lot at all. Like, I can't live off of it. But even if it was, I wouldn't say that because that's just, it's nobody's business. It's personal. Do one on Rudy from when he got his shit broke. That's just sad. It ruined his career. Nah. You make car content. Okay. What's up, Ian? Donovan. Wagwan. Did the Kings get screwed versus the Lakers that year? What you mean? Remind me what happened. Say the names. Mo name the name. What? Unc Two-Tone was a bikini bean coffee. I don't know what that means. Ness was wilding the other day on you. Over Nate Robinson, dude he was very, very cranky overall. I think it's a weed withdrawal. Marco, you look like Heisenberg if you put the shades on and a fedora. Heisenberg. Who the fuck is that? I remember that name. Heisenberg. Who is that? Not Werner Heisenberg. Oh, Walter White. Fuck you. Look like, see? And you know what that is too, Leon? Not only fuck you for that, because it's rude and not accurate, but as usual, it is super duper.
Oh, that's racist.
Just because I'm only a white guy? Let me tell you something. You keep fucking with me, I'm going to come find your ass. Because you know what I am? I'm a
real bad man.
That's what I I will take care of all you haters because I am a
real bad man.
Fuck out of here. Two-Tone was at a bikini. I don't know what that means. What's a bikini bean? Prime Crawford versus Cotto. I can't do active fighters. As it stands now, I got to lean towards Crawford because we never seen Crawford lose. But we've seen Cotto get fucked up. So, where the girls serve you coffee in a bikini. Okay. So, I don't get it. So, he was doing a live from a bikini bean? All right. Well, he's the Yam Man. You got the Can Man in Major and Brody. You got the Yam Man in Tone. What are you going to do? I heard the referees were betting money versus the Kings and Lakers games in the playoffs. He does look like Heisen. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You keep saying that and
I'm knocking somebody the fuck out.
They were going to fight, Rado. They were going to fight. You know that? They were signed to fight. I remember BoxRec had it officially on the website too. That means they signed it. They put in the paperwork to the State Athletic Commission. They were going to fight. And then Pacquiao, either he died, Valero, but I don't think he died. I think Pacquiao actually got a different fight. I think he might have got one of the big fights, the Mayweather fight maybe. I have to lean towards Pacquiao because we know more. But Valero was... Matter of fact, I can't answer it. Valero, those you don't know, Edwin Valero was something like 28-0, all knockouts at welterweight. Southpaw from Venezuela. Crazy as fuck. The way he died, he ended up dying by first murdering his wife with a knife, stabbing his wife to death with a knife, and then going to prison and hanging himself in the prison after doing it. I won't be your shooter, though. What up, Rob? Pretty boy Marco, big homie Tia. Tia can't hear anymore because I'm down in the fucking lab. I'm doing all the shows in the lab, as you could see. So she doesn't hear it anymore. But she loves it. You call her out. You were scared? Yeah, I'm with you. Prime listener versus Prime. That's a good one. I got to go with Holyfield because of eras. Holyfield's just the exercise science and the nutrition, everything was just, Liston was barely 6 feet, 215. Holyfield was about that, 215, but like fucking 6'3". Alberto, you type. All right, I'm going to go down a little here. Valero was like Inoue. Yeah, Danny, I love that comparison. Love that comparison, though, the Southpaw version. El Pinchi, ¿qué pasó? When I'm in the Bumaclot, do you add that to the soundtrack? When I'm in the Bumaclot? What? Who would win, Prime Floyd or Tank? I don't know. Seeing Fulton is boring fighter, but winning fights with... Yeah, it is. He's lucky he did that. That took his boring ass fight and made him the talk of the town because of the outfit. So that's smart. Look, Floyd did it. A lot of Floyd's fights were boring near the end, but he did all kinds of visual shit and outside the ring shit to occupy our brains. So Holyfield had the oils of the gods. You're talking about the Capri Suns? The juice packs? The Capri Suns? Rob didn't like the halftime show. They called out the PDFs. I don't know what PDFs means. Unless you're talking about a file that you send. You don't know. You're right. I was having private halftime with your abuela. Yo, Rob, let me tell you something. Like, I love that you talk shit, but saying you want to bang his grandma is actually kind of just weird. Say his mom's or his sister or his auntie. Saying his grandma is just makes you look like a freak. You know what I'm saying? Like a necrophiliac. Ironically, a blue raspberry. That is a very cool name. I can't believe the Regis fight fell through. Why? You were looking forward to Regis fighting? Floyd would make Tank look amateur. Maybe. Who would win? Prime Marco versus Prime. Come on. Ness isn't a fighter. PDF file, think about it. What the fuck you talking about? I'm old. Oh, PDF file. Ah. Thank you, tired Cowboy fan. But Texas is in the building. Stop playing with him. You know that dude that does those Instagram videos? He's like, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it's from, he goes like, Texas is in the building. Stop playing with him. Boston's in the building. Stop playing with him. Everyone, please hit the like button. Yeah, man. Hit the like button. Grandmas need love too. Well, not from a young man like Rob. Does Prime Lennox K? Yeah, you're right. When you use the PDF word, they flag me. Yes, I believe Prime Lennox beats Usyk. But, yeah, I believe he does. He hits too hard. I don't think Usyk could absorb some of those shots like that he absorbed from all the other people who hit him. But, LOL, Marco, I want Alberta to remember Rob was here. Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying? That makes you look like a weird necrophiliac. Prime Marco versus Prime Max Baer. Max Baer was... Actually, I don't know. That's an old school fighter. Eras. I might have been able to fuck him up, but he was bigger than me. He's still 200 pounds or 185. I mean, I was barely a middleweight. You think Regis would have beat Jack Catterall if he didn't twist his ankle mid-fight? I don't know. How old am I? 48. Why? You want to send me a birthday present? You hit the dislike button? Huh? On me? I hope not. Any big gym news? Of course. Every gym in New York has big names, but not a lot of them live in New York. But when they're in town for a fight, that's where they train. Y'all hit that MF like button. Word up. Do a commentary on Paul Williams versus... Yeah, I should. I fucking should. And I think I will. Appreciate it. I'm going to do that. I like that fight. I feel bad because of what happened to Paul Williams after, but I think Prime Holyfield beats Usyk too. You said Holyfield? No, he said Lennox versus Usyk. Dan Marco saying Alberto's abuela is living. Nah, I'm just saying it gives those vibes when you want to bang wrinkly, pruny old burgers. You think Regis would beat Oscar Duarte? Yeah, I do. You know, what's with the Regis talks? Raspberry, you a big Regis fan? You banned from the chat for hitting the dislike button. Yeah, word up. You do that. That's no good. Did they actually ban him? I don't think he really hit it. I don't believe he really hit it. Why don't you do lives like ESN and boxing gyms? I don't know. I don't want to. It's very distracting. And you have to they'll want money for that. Did you guys really let me see. You didn't really fucking do anything to him, did you? Oh, you did. Yo, chill. Who did that? It was Rob? Damn, Rob. I mean, I appreciate you got my back, but I believe he was kidding. Current Marco versus Jake Paul. I'll be right back. He's going to go empty the clip on Abuela. Yo, that's fucked up, Alberto. Rob says he's going to go empty the clip on your Abuela. Rob Perlman. Damn. Katsididius versus. Yo, I like you. You're a real hardcore. Not only do I not know who they are, I can't even pronounce those two. So, God bless. You tell me. You school me. You tell me who's going to win. I should. I should. Mosley versus Loma. Fuck, man. I might have to go with Mosley. I know that's kind of I might go with Mosley over Loma. 135 Mosley was a cheat code. He was like a Terminator fighting human beings. Unfair. Yes, Dwayne, I've heard Jason Statham for a while. As soon as I shave my hair. My head, I mean. There's no dislikes, man. Yeah, you could dislike on. Yeah, you can absolutely dislike the video. Ike Ibiabuchi versus Prime. I got Ibiabuchi. Annalisa. Oh, well, that's not your name. I know it's your daughter, but I got Ibiabuchi. That's a great one, though. Oh, I don't know who the first dude is, Ramon. Who the fuck is Michael Katsidikis? That almost sounds like you want to catch this dickus in your mouth? Like, that sounds like a weird old school 90s dick joke. I don't know who that dude is. Maybe you're fucking with me. I don't know. Damn. Why are you bringing up Macho? I mean, I agree with you, but I used to spar. You're new to my room. I used to spar Macho's son, Macho Jr., Hector Jr. Yep, back in the early 2000s, right when I was making my last run at fighting. I was actually in my prime then. Mosley too rugged. I believe so. Yeah, that is. Damn, we sent him to the sky. Yeah, you guys wilding out. I know you can. There's none showed up, all thumbs up. It doesn't show it, Cowboy fan. When somebody dislikes it, it doesn't show it. We can't even see the number of dislikes. Exactly. Michael got his fought Juan Manuel Marquez in a good fight. Okay. If I call in, you might hear Abuela in the background making. She's like, ay, ay, ay. Oh shit, that was racist. See, that was just racist. I apologize. Let me hit myself with the old racist. And I don't know why I'm assuming that Alberto's grandma is from Mexico, because she might. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, that's racist.
I'm assuming she's from Mexico because she might not be. So my bad. I got G-Man. I got very few people beating G-Man. Roy, maybe, definitely, but maybe that's it. Ah, my bad. Then gangsters. Nah, they didn't take it away. You could hit a thumbs down button. Marco, question: where do you get that Kronk patch? It's not a patch. It's a Kronk hoodie, my man. Kronk hoodie. Sorry, Alberto. Sorry, a little racist. My bad. It's a Kronk hoodie from Roots of Fight, the dopest boxing gear probably out there. Alberto, not even. Nah, he's not. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like his grandmoms, because his parents might be from. Alberto, your parents off the boat, or are they American? Because I bet you your grandmother's probably Mexican. Like my mother's off the boat. He on you a wipe. Oh shit, he's coming at you. De La Hoya was a little sus from the start. What you mean? Like, what you mean sus? Like sus like that? Or you mean sus like what? Can Jake beat Tommy in a? Yo, you guys ever watch the dude Jeremy? He does those videos where he's like, "Yo, what's up, my peoples? Let's look for some suspicious opponents." You ever hear? You guys ever watch that dude Jeremy? I forget his last name. He talks about suspicious opponents. Me and him are going to do a collab video. I'm curious if you guys know who he is. Do you want me to put him back? Yeah, man. What up, Armor? You should make a video about fighters that didn't live up to their. That's a lot of them. Crawford is the special snack victim. Damn. Off the boat is definitely racist. Nah. What? Off the boat isn't black people. Oh, I guess it is, huh? Originally. People said to me about my mom, she's off the boat. That's why I learned it. But that's a good point. I got Pryor, man. I got Pryor. Pryor, very few people I believe could have beat Pryor. Anything about Panama Lewis? No. Never who's like known, no. But everybody's heard stories, but never anybody's like known him personally. Yo, watch when he knocks out Vargas and throws his hands up like a mythical fairy. What are you talking about? I can't do active fighters, John. I had 5, only 1 sanctioned, and 4 smokers. Fuck the Chiefs. Yeah, I guess so. People say fresh off the boat for immigrant. Yeah, any immigrant. That's what I'm saying. My mom's is definitely fresh off the boat. I'm just here to talk boxing. No, you dick in the mouth stuff. Okay, I'm just making sure because there was some weird names. Sean Porter versus Zab. Zab definitely dominates first 4 or 5 rounds, but Sean might wear him down. So I'm going to say draw or Zab edges out a split decision. Trivia, what amateur heavyweight had the most gold medals but no pro fights? I mean, there's the guy from Bulgaria who beat Floyd. He might be one of them. Oh, no, he did turn pro, didn't he? Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know the answer to that. How many amateur bouts did you have? You writing a book? I had 15. Won 12, lost 3. Really only lost 1, I believe. The other 2 I feel like I should have won, although they were close. So I don't really so I count it just because I should have made it more clear. But yeah, 15 total. Pacquiao versus Tank. Oh, I don't know. Cuban guy. Yeah, definitely a Cuban guy. Tilafilo. I might be right. That dude sounds familiar. For Sean to be so aggressive, he didn't have that many KOs. Good point. Marco in Jamaica. If you're an immigrant, we call it a banana boat. Yeah, I am never saying that because I will get canceled and lose 90% of my subscribers. I am never saying that. Just trying to do. Dwayne. Felix Savone. Okay. Where's he from? Good. Tilafilo. Cuban great. Why you keep timing Julian out? I can't see his chats unless he blocked me. Why is Julian... No, Julian got kicked out. They said he's back, though. Julian, you in here? What's going on? You know what I'm going to do? Mo Brains, I'm going to make you a moderator. Because you're in here a lot. Let me see who other people are that I should be moderators. I'm in a moderate mood right now. A lot of you other guys are new. So we'll keep it like that for now. But I like this new guy, this what is he? TS159 or whatever. I like his boxing knowledge. He's a dope fella. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Kid's back to school tomorrow. He did that to get him back in the chat. Shout out to my son, Mo Brains. Yo, what up, son? What up, Dunny? Who's Canelo fighting? Armor. You kidding? You mean who, like nobody's ever heard of him, or you're really asking who? William Skull, Cubano. Undefeated Cubano. I'm just trying to tell you a little bit about my cultural language. I feel you. Wagwan Paris. Me guan bar, me come right back. Yeah, that sucked. Sorry. I didn't watch boxing like that. You don't? Okay. Eon, didn't you keep the GoFundMe money? Was there even any money in it? See, that shows, man. Nobody gave a fuck. Good thing I wasn't relying on that thing because nobody gave a fuck. I really like pro box shows. They're pretty good. Okay. Robbie Wild, Moneth, be your father. True that. Wait, no, you're not. Rob's like 38 or some shit. That would be hilarious. I bet you he'll fight Jake Paul after. I guarantee you, if Canelo loses his skull, his next fight, he's going to be like, fuck Crawford, I'm fighting Jake Paul. Female is here. What female? Oh, that's it? Just $5? Wow. Pathetic. HBO Boxing would shit on these other guys if they were shit. I know. I wish they'd bring me back. Or bring me in, not back. You don't know, man. I'm like a little bit. Like, I'm like a little soliciting bitch. I'm hitting up everybody. Yo, I'd love to work with you. I got a following, blah, blah, blah. Maybe somebody will bite. Maybe somebody will bite. You feel offended? You feel offended about what? Oh, how bad I pronounced it? Well, I spent a little time in Montego Bay, and they taught me some of the slang. You could have been a dope duo with you and Max. Damn. Once again, coming in.
Oh, that's racist.
Just the two white guys? Just sit there and dance for you guys? I don't think we would have bounced off each other well. I mean, maybe, because Max is real dry. Like, he doesn't really joke around. He's very serious. Skull is not great. I think Canelo, okay, I'm under 6. Yeah, probably. Jim Lampley, the best color commentator. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. All right, my bad, people. Little work stuff. Mark, you think Floyd Mayweather knocks out Tank? No. Marco, give us a story time about the belts behind you. There's no story. I got them on Amazon. Wasn't Roy on HBO or not? Yeah, Roy was commentator. Was there any Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't watch Super Bowl. Bounced off each other as well. Marco, I messaged Turkey for you. Appreciate you. I wish you would all do that. You got to keep putting those feelers out there, bro. I hope so. I hope so, man. I'm trying. Money Mayweather, no pretty boy, yes for Tank. I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest, but you know, it's a crazy world. Crazy world. We'll see. I might get something. I feel it. I actually thought I would have had it by now, so. But I'm going to get something. Something significant. You know? Well, significant for me, at least. But, Money Mayweather, no pretty boy, yes for Tank. Yeah, agreed. Money Mayweather is more dangerous. I heard rumors that Floyd doesn't like Bud. If Turkey said you only have to live in Saudi for a job, yep. I mean, I could come home, right? Like weekends or whatever. Like once I would have to do it at first. I fucks with you because I stumbled upon your commentary on Converse made down. I appreciate you. Did you stumble on it on Instagram or here on YouTube? Marcos, no S, but okay. And a K, but okay. No, I don't watch Super Bowl. I hate football. Mark, are you going live tomorrow too? Most likely, yes. No, yes. I mean, I am. Maybe like 1:32, somewhere around there. Pretty Boy had power and Money May had IQ. I disagree. I think they both had IQ. But yeah, Pretty Boy had more power, Money May had more IQ. But YouTube. Oh, okay. Do you follow me on Instagram, Rado? Because I literally get 10 million views a month on Instagram. Like, I'm way more popular on Instagram. Way, like tenfold. I got over 100,000 followers, damn near 120,000 now. So if you don't, please subscribe to my Instagram. Follow me there. That's the one where I'm really shining. I'm okay on YouTube, but not like Instagram. You watch the auto fight? I saw the highlights. Hell yeah. Why don't you just fly to Bivol fight and tell them about your YouTube channel and Instagram? That's might be the worst idea I've ever heard. Floyd's hands were so brittle. That's what he says. Not allowed to have Instagram due to being a scumbag. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Is a Riyadh February 22nd fight card the greatest ever? Possibly. I guess the Eagles were better at grabbing and holding on to balls today. True that. It's not expensive and it's a business opportunity. Shit. Speak for yourself. Pretty Boy had plenty IQ. He used to do things that Money May didn't do a lot of, like control, pins, frames. Pretty Boy was actually mad defensive. Yeah, he was. I started boxing at 13. My brother. Why? Why are you asking, sucker? Damn. Tri-state area? Anything else? Where the fuck are you located? Best place to live in US for boxing. I don't fucking know. Doesn't really matter. I guess Vegas. Marco, in your opinion, what was the best boxing card ever? I don't know. I don't really I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. They're usually never stacked. You'll get one good fight or two if you're lucky on a card. That's it. Yeah, that's true. Well, arguably main event material. Or not high level main event material, some of them. But yeah, main event, definitely in some arenas and shit. For sure. For sure. I'd say Vegas, then Upper East Coast again. Why Philly Jersey? Vegas for sure. I mean, it has to be Vegas. That's where all the big fights are. But you got a lot of fights all over. Yeah, like Philly, Jersey, New York, California, West Coast, maybe there's Canelo sucks and he pisses me off. He doesn't suck, but I believe he pisses you off. Why does he piss you off? ¿Por qué? Dígame. Dígame, ¿por qué? And what else we got? Yeah, Vegas has mad sparring. That's a fact. That's true, Rob. That is true. For sparring, you can't beat Vegas. That's a fact. As you young kids would say, that's a whole fact. Marco, we already know, bro. It's obvious. Huh? What? What are you talking about? Why wouldn't I take the risk? Because I'm not spending all that money for that. That's it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You don't. Is this a real question? You don't just get access to people because you're sitting in a fight somewhere. So even if I bought tickets, which are expensive, Bivol fight is in Saudi Arabia, isn't it? Doesn't mean I can just walk up to Turkey Al Sheikh. Like, come on. I mean, best place to train boxing. I don't know. Nope, never. You and me already know why, because Canelo gets mad. He ducked. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. But I'm kind of over it. I'm okay with it at this point. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing you could do. I'm with you. Everybody his weight class, I'm with you. He sparks them all. If Big Bang wins on 222, he won't. By the way, he won't. He's losing. He might even get knocked out. Mark my words. Fights Bacoli in Congo, Rumble in Jungle 2. Ed, Bacoli, Big Bang doesn't throw punches anymore, and he's just getting fatter and fatter. And he's getting older. He's like 42. He's over 300 pounds now of fat, and his punch output dropped tenfold. You think he's going to beat the 28-year-old monster Bacoli? No. I believe Martin Bacoli's 28. He's either 28 or 30. Let's see. He is, where is it? 31. Okay. Well, still. It's over a 10-year difference. I'm okay with it, but I never respect it. What's up, blood? Nothing wrong with sharing sparring stories. Just, the videos are a different story, but stories, so what? Big Bang might lose. Yeah, he's going to lose. Is Tank? In my opinion, he is. But if he has had a tough time against Garville, every fighter has a tough time against somebody. Everyone. Tough time is, and that's also a subjective thing. I thought Bud had a tough time against Madrimov, but some people might not agree. But Collier isn't his prime. You're right. He is. He's 31, which that used to be the end. Up until the 90s, maybe even early 2000s, 30, you're starting to go downhill, baby. 35, you're done. I remember Tarver won the belt at 35 when he knocked out Roy, and that was considered old as shit. And that was like 2003, I believe, or 4. So that's how it is. All that shit changes. You know what I mean? All the perspectives change. Why did it change? Evolution. Evolution in the sport, in the science, in genetics. Just like why you walk by middle schools now and these kids are now all 6'1", 6'2", when they used to be 5'8". Evolution. We're getting bigger. We're getting stronger. We're learning more about nutrition, about health. So we're able to preserve our bodies. Learning more about herbal supplements, about medicine, exercise science, all that shit. That's why. He's 31. He does look old. I'll agree with that. Excuse me. Yeah, he does look old. The old pros brutalize themselves in training camp. No. You know what? Maybe you're right. But you know what's weird, Mo? And this is a fact. When you compare all of the all-time greats from yesteryear and from now, way more from the 80s on had brain damage. The dudes from the 20s, 30s, 40s, they didn't show any signs. Very few of them show. Jake LaMotta lived till he was 99 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it was weird. I think it was the gloves. People say the bigger gloves are better, but bigger gloves are worse because it's just simple physics. Bigger gloves are heavier. You get hit with a rock that's 5 pounds, it's going to cause more damage than you get hit with a rock that's 1 pound. Have you ever used brass knuckle? Nah, hell no. That's cheating. Well, I mean, a street fight, I guess, but nah. When I was coming up, it was a lot of one-on-one. Like, you shoot the fair one. It was one-on-one, so we didn't pull out weapons and all that. That's when I knew somebody was scared. Like, I'll fight you, but fuck that boxing shit. I don't fight dirty. I mean, I don't fight clean. I'll pick up. And I'm like, oh, so that's your way of saying you don't want to fight me. You're just scared. Like, okay. Mark Maldo. Marco, any advice for young, hungry fighters? Are you one? Are you a young, hungry fighter? Am I talking to you? The USA amateur boxing program is failing behind Central Asia and East Europe. Okay. Fly Eagles. I hate football, Foz. Dislike it. Shit is whack. Boring. You ain't from Philly, are you? Brass knuckles in boxing is murder. Well, yeah, in boxing. If your well-being is at stake, anything goes. Right. 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 If it's that kind of shit, if somebody's just like jumps you, but if you like have a disagreement with somebody and you decide to like throw down, that should be done with a certain etiquette. You know, don't kill them. But yeah, if it's like a life or death thing, it's different. Well, give me more background, man. Advice is specific to each person, just like training and just like fighting should be. You should be your style should be specific to who's in front of you. So give me your background. How old are you? Have you had amateur fights? What's your weight? Give me a short little background. Short, nothing crazy. Disagree now. Baseball's boring. Golf's the worst, and football and baseball are boring as shit to me as well. How do I? Because I do. Shit's whack. It's constantly like, go, stop. Do you think bare knuckle fighting is not? Because it's fucking brutal. It's like savagery. That's why. What's cooking February? Any decent shows? Hell yeah. 22nd. Some are calling it the greatest boxing card ever. Nah, Bob, soccer is really boring. One of my close friends loves it. I can't. That shit is boring. And all they do is run. There's almost no action. It's just people running. The majority of it is just running to the ball or like passing. It's so boring to me. Alberto, everybody wants to fight Jake. Everybody. You think Turkey has been good for? Yeah, it's been great. Look at all the fights we're getting. Got undisputed heavyweight and light heavyweight because of him in a year. Yeah, soccer and football are very boring. Those bare knuckle fighters face after. They look like the inside of a Jamaican beef patty. They look like lumpy, like instant oatmeal. Best card ever because those fighters. Yep. 16-0. You're a kid. 4-0, 180. Solid. What's that mean? Like muscle? Okay. So what do you want the advice? To get you better, to make you a pro? Like what do you give me a little more specific what you want advice on? Fishing is entertaining if you're a redneck, maybe. Not to me. What's up, Ruff? Al Heyman was the man to get played in that. I suppose so. Who wins, Hagler or Bernard Hopkins at middleweight? I don't think anybody beats Hagler at middleweight, except Roy. But Roy, to me, like I say, wasn't really a full-fledged middleweight for too long. And speaking of that,
I must have forgot.
They can dribble the soccer ball with just their legs. Boring. Old school tips. I mean, Marco, not too much fishing when trying to catch. I can't fuck with fishing. Yeah, because there's a league, Ed. There's a fucking league. Turkey's trying to make a league now. He makes a league, and the Ring magazine is the only belt that matters. We got to start something. What was Roberto Durand? There's no D. What do you mean, what was he? Inspiration. I mean, I can't really give you inspiration. I could give you if you have any specific questions you want to ask me. Give me specific questions and I'll answer. Let's do it that way. This is just too general of a thing. What was Roberto Duran's best weight class? They say he's the greatest lightweight who ever lived, arguably. So lightweight. Tennis is kind of actually fun. Tennis, ping pong, that's kind of more fun to me. Marco, didn't I send you a picture of me catching a shark? You did. was it a shark or was it a big fish? Yeah, it was a shark. Yeah, you did. I remember that. Creepy. Not creepy you, but that shark is creepy. I don't fuck with sharks. Nope. I'm not big with the water. I don't like the water. Can Turkey make Canelo fight Benavidez in his fourth fight? Or Canelo's going to... He can't make him do shit. And here's the problem, Raf. If that was going to happen, why wasn't that clearly outlined in the possible opponent list? But guess what? Guess what also wasn't outlined in that possible opponent list? William Skull. And he's next. So that possible opponent list might not even come from Turkey. I forgot where it came from. I don't know. I think Hearns might get Crawford, but Crawford's still active. If Crawford comes out here and fucks Canelo up, maybe I'll change my mind. This particular fight that stands out to you is absolutely, yeah, of course. Castillo versus Corrales, #1. Greatest fight I've ever seen. Had every aspect in it that you would want in a fight. Every aspect. Everything. High skill, high power, high speed, drama, good chins, controversy, heart, determination, everything. Cheating. Duran, top 10 all time. I don't have him there, but I'm okay with you saying that. Why is Canelo fighting Skull? What I think, he wants to unify the belts. So now when him and Crawford fight, it's for the unified title. That's what I think. He wants to unify super middleweight, and then Crawford gets a shot at being a unified in the third division, which is probably unprecedented. But not really, because back in the day, there was only one belt, and a lot of people one belt in 3 divisions. Maybe not a lot. Because back in those days, each division, it was way less. You only had lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavy, heavy. So very few people went from welter to middle to light heavy. Sugar Ray Robinson tried it and was winning the fight at light heavy, but passed out from exhaustion and dehydration because they were fighting like Africa or some shit, some really hot place, and he lost because he passed out. But he was winning the fight in the scorecards. So it's way easier to win it in different divisions now when the divisions are only 7 pounds apart, 5 pounds apart, 4 pounds apart when you're lighter. It's bullshit. Best brawler? Hagler. Maybe Tyson too. He was there, but Hagler. No, I have not. Will the ring title soon become the most coveted? That's what we're hoping for. I would love for Turkey to start his own league. He has Canelo with him. He has all these people with him. Once they start saying the ring is what matters, then the ring's going to start mattering. Eventually, he could start his own little league. And that will end up. It'll take time, though. It'll take 5-10 years to build. If he has that, as long as if he passes or he gets bored, he gives it to somebody else to keep running it. Call it the Ring Magazine, the Ring League. RBA, Ring Boxing Association. RBA, Ring Boxing Association. RBF, Ring Boxing Federation. Boom. The ring belt looks great, though. I don't know. I forgot to. The ring lineal belt. I want to get one. Do they have one? Let's see. Oh, they do. Ooh, I'm going to get this belt. Do they have... It's too expensive, though. It's $140. I'm going to get it, put it right behind me. I don't want I'm going to get the small one, though. If they have a small one. I'm sure they do. They must. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I'm going to put it... I don't know where. Maybe right here. Put the ring one right there. Boom. That'd be pretty dope. I'm going to get that belt. Even though I'm broke, I think it's worth it. It'll make the background look even doper. I believe. Okay. Dana White trying to repeal the Ali Act. What's the Ali Act again? I forget. Let's look it up. Muhammad Ali Act. It's something to do with everybody long time advocate human causes. Muhammad Ali. What's the Muhammad Ali Act? It's not the act. It's something else. It's not called the Muhammad Ali Act. Not activism. Oh, here we go. Muhammad Ali Act to protect the rights and welfare of professional boxers on interstate by preventing certain exploitative, oppressive, and unethical business practices to assist the state boxing commissions. Well, I mean, the Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act. Protect the rights and welfare of boxers. Aid state boxing commissions with oversight of boxing. Increase sportsmanship with integrity within the boxing industry. There's no rating system proven. There's been a major interface. There's no restriction. I mean, seems like a very, I don't really have time to look through it all right now, but it seems like a very general basis act. 1 second, guys. So this Muhammad Ali Act is interesting because there's been an act in play for how long? How long has this act been in play? Muhammad Ali. Okay, it's been in play since, it's a long act. Okay, let me get the gist. It's been in play since when? It's been in play since 1999 or 2000. And yet, boxers are all still broke. They all still end up without anything. They all still getting taken advantage of. What has this done? The Act amends 1960 Professional Boxing Safety Act, expanding upon legislation against exploitation. Okay, but these guys still get exploited. Enacted in response to widespread abuse of boxers by means rigged rankings, rigged matches. What? Francis Ngannou won one fight, or had one fight that he lost, and he was automatically put in the top 10. How is this act stopping rigged rankings? Is Jake Paul might be in the cruiserweight rankings. Current research numbers of problems the sport needed to exchange. The act received several criticism that the act provides rules, believes the enforcement of these rules to state without defined guidelines. Yeah. Other criticism is a belief that Congress has no purpose regulating the boxing industry, and there is no precedent of Congress regulating the sport. The act was politician form. Oh my God. There's no restrictions placed on contracts that boxers agree. There are no restrictions placed on contracts that boxers agree to promoters if necessary to enforce. Okay. So the act doesn't do shit. The act doesn't do shit. That's basically what's happening here. Ain't that a bitch? I'm glad you brought it up, but Jesus. Chase, what up? Duran. Can't be a promoter and manager. That's all it does. That's right, David. Thank you. That's how I know it. That's the only thing it does. Fucking stupid. Act basically can be promoter manager. That's all it does. Because everything else isn't enforced. It's loose. It's bullshit. Yeah. Why would an act, why is that the only thing that sticks legally? That's not even that big of a deal. Like, it's better to not have bullshit rankings for fighters to not get exploited in contracts. Like, Mafia, maybe, and guys still title fights. Exactly. I feel like boxing will go through a period of darkness if we don't get Benavidez versus Canelo. Well, it's not happening, Ralph, so. And Heyman's still a printer and manager. Printer? What do you mean? Why would they enforce anything in boxing if it doesn't have a real organization? It does. It's just. I know how boxing works. People don't know. People don't realize that it's all. The only person with any kind of power is the athletic commissions of that state or that country if you're somewhere else. That's it. There's some power with the sanctioning bodies if it's for a belt, but the sanctioning body can't revoke a record, professional record. And by the way, this is why you need a league. NBA has all the official records. Who has the official records for boxing? Nobody. It happens, and that state athletic commission keeps it. That's it. Each state athletic commission keeps shit that happens. So it's all state by state by state. There's no one person to collect all of that and be like, okay, this is the national boxing record. Like it's all state. It's crazy. It's literally split up 50 different ways. And then you also have the fights that happen outside the country. Crazy. Crazy. Floyd Schofield versus Shakur. I guess, come on, Shakur. Mamoon, where you? Yeah, see, you came out of fucking guilt because I called you out earlier. I got Floyd losing. I think Floyd might hurt Shakur, your Jersey brother. Might even drop him, maybe. But then Shakur's going to adjust and just fucking cruise to a UD. I see Shakur definitely winning. He might get hit, though. Might get rocked. Maybe dropped. More likely rocked. But he's going to adjust because Floyd is very wild. Floyd's a wild puncher. Pro fighters need some kind of union benefits. Of course. Of course. We need something like the UFC for boxing. That's what Turkey's working on, Mamoon. That's what he's working on. A brother. I'm trying to find the Ring Magazine belt, but the Ring Magazine belt. Let me see, replica, because I don't want to spend 100 on it. I don't want to spend 100 on it. I don't want to spend 100. Yeah, they look like they're all fucking 100 or more. I do not want to spend. They don't sell like a fucking mini one? Bastards? Ain't that about a bitch? Why don't they have like a mini one? Sons of bitches. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna try and find one. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not spending a lot of money on it. Maybe even none because I like my setup. Yeah, see, I'm looking at it here. They got a bunch of them, but they're all like almost 200. Too much. Too much. Too rich for my blood, as they say when they play poker. I don't know why people hate on Shakur. If there's one boxer, because he's not that exciting. Haney, some dude named Hernandez or whatever his name is. Union benefits. Ryan versus Rolly happening. Yep. You got Rolly, nah, Ryan. Marco, are you going to do another raffle with them Grant gloves again? I could. Matter of fact, check this out. The gloves are right there. See them? They're right there in the cellophane. Still untaken. They're still brand new in the cellophane. Never even took them out. So they're still here. I might do them. I might do it. I don't know. Last time I did it, nobody really entered. So I ain't about to fucking, whatever. You enter $5 each. I ain't about to give them to somebody for like $15 if it's only 3 people who enter. Wow, what? Marco, do the raffle. Need me a new pair. Like I said, those cost what? Anywhere from $200 to $500. You want to buy those on like eBay or whatever. So I'm not letting them go for $20. And last time I did it, nobody gave a fuck. So why would you give away a raffle? So what happens is you guys all enter money. You guys all put in $5, $5, $5, whatever it is, or 10 or whatever I set it at. And then the winner of the raffle, I get it. I have a program that'll choose it, basically like a lotto ball that'll just pick a random winner, gets the glove sent to them. So I can make some cash on it because, if a lot of you enter, but you guys individually for just putting up $10 could win a pair of $500 gloves. So that's the way that works. But for it to be worth it for me, I need to have, enough money to at least cover the gloves. I mean, I didn't pay for them, but, they sent them to me, but I could sell them and get at least between 2 and 5. So like, I need to make at least that for it to be worth it. Otherwise I'd rather just hold on to them. They could be 6 to 1,000. Yeah, it depends. It depends. So, but like I said, I mean, my network is growing bigger. My community is growing bigger. So maybe now it would do better. But the first time I did it, I think I had two people put in like $5 each or $10 each, or whatever it was. I was looking at. Who wins the rematch? Arthur versus Bivol. I got Bivol winning, unfortunately. You haven't hit the pads in like 12 years? Jesus, Raf, get your shit together. How will the lack of Canelo versus Benavidez cause a dark? Yeah, I don't think it'll cause a dark period. It's just going to suck for us. But, man, Canelo is really avoiding Benavidez. I think he knows that's going to be a nightmare for him. I don't believe that whole disrespect thing. That guy Ramanov who lost the pro box fight, looking at the brain damage. Yeah, man. There's a lot of, I know a few fighters who are still fighting, and you could already tell that it's starting to kick in on them. They just take too many punches. Not gonna lie, I thought Bivol kind of won the first fight. I'm okay with that. I thought it was a draw, basically. You could have edged it. The only reason I went with Beterbiev is, one, I wanted him to win. I'm a little biased, but also he had Bivol looking a few times like he was about to go down. Not about to, like, one more or two more punches, like he had him like almost hurt. Whereas Beterbiev never looked almost hurt. So that's why I edged it to Beterbiev, but super close. What up, Jorge from Mexico? Da from Mexico. What's that? Isn't there a commercial? Something from Mexico. Forget what it is, though. I'm going to trust Teddy Atlas on the Bivol Beterbiev fight. He has Beterbiev. Okay. You could trust Teddy. I mean, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. My goat Rolly about to KO. You are out of your... Are you trolling? Momo, you trolling? You up in Jersey just trolling? Beterbiev beats... Benavidez beats Bivol or Beterbiev, which I'm not convinced. Community Mexican fan base. Did I see... I didn't see the... Why? Is the podcast isn't out yet, right? If it is, I'm watching that as soon as I get off with you guys. Do a Rolly versus Ryan spar breakdown. I've done so many of those, Mamoon. I got 2 of them on YouTube right now. Got a lot of views, too. What do you see for Morrell next? He could fight Pacheco. Well, he's a 75, but there's a bunch of fights for him. Berlanga, I know he's at 75, but... Or at 75, he could do... I don't even know. Who's at 75 left? Do I think Paul's gonna... What do you mean? Someone who says Rolly is a GOAT has a... I know, Franklin. I should... You want a wrench? You've been around long enough. Or did I give you one and you told me to take it back? Was that you? That was weird. Somebody I gave a wrench to, then they were like, I don't want to take it back. It was strange. A little offensive almost. It's like giving a girl a rose and she's like, thank you, but you keep it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? But whatever. Oh, man. All right. I'm about to wrap it up in a second. What else we got? Hutchinson, Yard, Boazzi. Yard, no. Boazzi, we're going to see he's fighting somebody now. Yeah, none of those are. Maybe Morel should get the winner, the loser of Bivol Beterbiev. That's what should happen. Benavidez gets a lot of Bs, right? All 3 Bs. Benavidez gets the winner, and Morel should get the loser. That's how it should work. Berlanga versus Caleb play would be so good. I think Caleb will outbox the shit out of him. Leave him in his dust. That's what I think. Morel versus Andrade. Give that man a shot. Well, they're not in the same weight class now, Mo. Andrade, that's how you pronounce it, was, I believe, a middleweight most of his career and then moved up recently. Well, he's a big dude, so Morel is a light heavyweight, so they're not in the same weight class now. Not saying the fight can't be made. It's only one weight division, but Benavidez is going to get whooped by Bivol or yo, speaking of, were you guys in the room? Was it yesterday or the day before where that dude came in? That guy whose screen name's like Bud, Gone Beat, whatever. And he said he knew Bud. He has his number. He's cool with him. And he said to us, yo, Bud walks around at 188. And what happened today? Bud releases a picture of him on the scale weighing like 185 or whatever. That dude was telling the truth. Pretty cool. Makes his fight a little more interesting. I got plant smoking Berlanga. Yeah, me too. Boxing him. Boxing his socks off. Hell yeah. But yeah, that was crazy about Bud. I can't believe. So Bud loses 40 pounds when he was fighting at welterweight? That can't be good. These fucking dudes, man, these high-level athletes or entrepreneurs they're fucking crazy. Like, they're mad, focused, and it's obsession. It is. It's like an imbalance, but in a positive way. Like, I know Kevin Hart's like that. That motherfucker does not stop working. Bud is like, Jesus, you're just dropping 40 pounds on the regular for 10, 15 years. Like, what the fuck? That wasn't a flex by Bud. What you mean? I wasn't saying he was flexing. He was just showing that he's naturally bigger than people think he is. Like, kind of let us, like somebody like me. That makes a difference for somebody like me. I'm like, whoa, so Bud. But still, just because we don't know, he looked a little chubby in the video he put out, by the way. Like, I don't know if that's fat or what it is. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody who's 5'8", being 185, that's not, like, what? That's not proportioned. Now you got Mike Tyson who was 5'10" and 220, so it happens. But Bud, like when Bud fights, he doesn't look mad, skinny, or drawn. He looks good. So, which makes me believe that 185 might just be either bullshit or a lot of water weight, or maybe even just fat. But we got to see. I'd love to see what he looks like, not just the scale. Show us what you look like with your shirt off. And I don't mean that in any means.
Tutti frutti.
By no means do I mean I don't want to see a shirt off like that.
It's fun to stay at the
Not like that.
YMCA.
Hey, is it fat? Is it muscle? Like, can you really be a natural super middleweight? Don't think that will slow him down. That means that same as Canelo walking around weight, Canelo just has more heart in him if I had it. Maybe he can fight Benavidez after. He's not fighting Benavidez, but that's just not happening, unfortunately. We'd love to see it, Jorge, but it ain't happening. I don't think it'll even happen at the end, because I think, if anything, Canelo might lose one of these fights, and Benavidez is just going to be getting a more and more of a head of steam, and I feel like Benavidez might still be undefeated and dominant at the end of this 4-fight deal, and Canelo might have either lost or had a couple close-ass fights where he just won't take the risk. He doesn't want to go out getting battered by a dude who's, from his own mouth, way bigger than him. But anyway, all right, people, I am out. I'll be live tomorrow around 2 p.m. I'll put the alert out and let's chop it up then. Peace.